I would like to share with you all the story of a 13-year-old boy named Jamie. Jamie is somewhat of your typical 13-year-old boy. He's a middle school student, and he likes to spend his time surfing the internet on his computer. What you wouldn't guess about Jamie is that he is a registered sex offender at the young age of 13 after stumbling across and viewing child pornography. He had no idea what he did wrong or that he broke a law. He just followed the many numerous computer links on his website. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Hong, and today I'm going to persuade you that the influence of pornography is a problem in our world today. First, I will describe specific problems occurring due to pornography. Second, I'll talk about what is causing these problems. And finally, I'll discuss available solutions. Pornography isn't all naked bodies and sex. It's having profound negative effects on the brain and behavior of individuals. To begin, in evolutionary biology, there's something known as the famous 4 F's. These refer to the basic drives that all animals, including humans, are evolutionarily adapted to do really well at. These include fighting, fleeing, feeding, and I'm sure you all guessed the 4th F, reproduction. We as humans are evolutionarily adapted to crave sex. It's what keeps our species flourishing. The problem is that pornography is manipulating this natural craving. Now, in order to fully understand pornography's negative effects, we must talk about dopamine. Dopamine is the feel-good neurotransmitter in the brain and is naturally released when we accomplish something pleasurable, such as having sex. This release of dopamine, it makes us feel good, it creates and strengthens neural pathways in the brain, and these encourage and motivate us to continue performing the pleasurable action in the future. Now, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, nearly all abused drugs work by releasing excess amounts of dopamine in the brain. This is where it all comes together. As you can see here, pornography use is tailored to elicit sexual excitement. Sexual excitement causes dopamine to be released in the brain, and this release of dopamine reinforces the use of pornography. Thus, a positive feedback loop is established. To further illustrate that the problem with pornography is indeed existent, is the mere existence of a Reddit web group that goes by the title of No Fap. For those of you that don't know what FAP is, FAP, that refers to masturbation. This group consists of 151,000 members. Their slogan is "Get a new grip on life," and its sole purpose is to provide a support network for those who wish to break the cycle of pornography and masturbation. So yes, their name's funny, and yes, their slogan's funny. But what isn't funny is the fact that 151,000 individuals are struggling with their pornography use. Not only does this cycle of pornography perpetuate itself, but individuals can also get stuck and it can spiral out of control. From a California video game and computer addiction website, it is stated that 200,000 Americans are pornography addicts, defined as spending 11 or more hours per week viewing pornography. The effects of this addiction are startling to say the least. 40% lose their spouses, 58% suffer considerable financial losses, and 33% lose their jobs. Additionally, brain imaging technology is demonstrating that pornography can affect the brain just in the same way as cocaine, heroin, or methamphetamines can. When drug addicts are placed in a brain scanner and shown images of drugs, certain areas of the brain light up with activity demonstrating the desire for the drug. As you can see here, this is a healthy brain, this is a brain on heroin, this is a brain on pornography. Researchers from the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Cambridge found that when compulsive pornography users were placed in a brain scanner and shown explicit images, the same areas of the brain lit up with activity. The implications of these findings demonstrate that pornography can cause addiction just like that of hard drugs. No matter how we look at it, 151,000 individuals struggling with their pornography use is strong evidence that a problem does exist. We now must turn to the question of what is causing this problem. So I have identified 2 main causes behind the pornography problem. First is the size of the industry. Second is the simple fact that people are uninformed about the negative effects pornography can have. To begin, the pornography industry is absolutely enormous. According to an online CNBC article written by Chris Morris, the pornography industry generates a yearly revenue of $14 billion. That is more money than Microsoft, Google, eBay, Yahoo, Netflix, and Apple's yearly revenues combined. according to techaddiction.ca, 12% of the internet, the entire internet, think about that, is pornographic material. That translates into 572 billion active web pages of porn. Now, this enormous amount of material makes it extremely easy for young people to access it. In fact, all they need is a computer, internet access, and the ability to type in 6 letters of the alphabet. You can use your imagination as to what you can spell with 6 letters. To support this, according to the University of New Hampshire report, as you can see indicated by the red, 93% of boys and 62% of girls were exposed to online pornography during adolescence, and those numbers only continue to grow. As for the second cause, it's simple. People are uninformed. Most objections to pornography come in the form of moral or religious objections, but nothing more than that. People are unaware of the negative, detrimental effects that pornography can have on the brain and behavior of individuals. So we've talked about the causes. Now we must talk about what solutions are available. Certain actions can be taken to minimize the threats that pornography poses. First of all, pornography and sex need to be talked about. In order for anything to be done, people need to understand that these have real negative effects. And the best way to do that is to get people to talk about it. The more people talk about pornography and sex, the less taboo of a subject it becomes. And this opens up the conversations for others to educate each other. Secondly, for those that have children or younger siblings or plan on having children, internet filters can be implemented. These are often free online and are easily obtainable. Not only will they help protect your child from the 572 billion pages of porn, but also the numerous other inappropriate websites. The problem exists, but solutions are available too. All of you are now aware of the problems that occur due to pornography. In order for change to occur, action must be taken. I urge you all to talk to just one other person today about how pornography is not harmless. So today, I persuaded you that the influence of pornography is a problem. I've discussed specific problems occurring due to it, what's causing these problems, and potential solutions. All of you today can make a difference in the lives of those around you. It's now time for each and every one of us to go out into the world and talk about sex. Thank you.
7 minutes and 35 seconds.
What were you practicing? What time is it?
7:40.
Kayla, Ruben, Jeffrey, and